So about 3-4 years ago, while I owned the Mitsubishi Surftail, I got into TikTok. I was introduced to TikTok. My sister sent it to me. She said, "You got to look at this app, you know." So I started scrolling, and truthfully, I just fell in love with the application. Not so much because of the cat videos and dancing bikini girls. Those aren't bad either. However, that's not what made me fall in love with it. What did make me fall in love with it was the genuine creativity that I saw regular people like the people in this room posting, and watching this creativity come out of them, and watching them be themselves and put themselves out there to the world, right? I mean, you put something on TikTok, Facebook, IG, you're putting it to the world. You know what I mean? Because any video that you make has the potential, to go viral and be presented to 1 million people or 300,000 or 500,000 people. So I fell in love with the creativity. I would just see normal people that you would see walking down the street, right? And they would be posting these videos, and they would be educational, informative, and so funny. So if anybody in here wants to be honest, I did what most people do. I started being late for work and missing things because I was scrolling on TikTok all the time. You know what I mean? I just could not stop scrolling. And that's why a lot of people still to this day won't download the app. They're like, I'm not going to get addicted to that. You know what I mean? But I will tell you this. So what happened was basically, so I started posting, and my idea was on the app, and not just TikTok, but the other applications as well. Everybody was doing like skits, right? They were doing funny skits, things to make people laugh, or they were doing just horrible content, static stuff that didn't really resonate with a lot of people. But I knew about the automotive industry that there was an appetite for the public to know what really happened behind the scenes at a dealership. And I think it's extremely similar to what you guys do, what you folks do. Extremely. It's one of those things that the public has to do, right? We have to buy a car, we have to try buy a home, right? For the most part. But we really don't know what goes on. I don't know what you do. Once I tell you what I want, I have no clue what you do to go find me the house or help me get a viewing of the home or the sales process. Nothing. But it's something. It's like a mandatory thing that I have to do, but I don't know anything about it. Same thing with the automotive space, right? There's the wizard behind the curtain type thing.
What happens when they go up and talk to that guy?
Yeah.
And then they come back with a new piece of paper for you. What's that all about?
Right. What just happened? Because, as a guy I was that guy, I work all the deals, whether I'm the owner, the general manager, whatever it is. I work the deals. I get the people approved, right? I pencil the deals. That's the paper they come back and you negotiate off of. And so I just set my phone up at my desk. I was like, I think I can do this. I think I can do this. And I think people want to see, right? I knew they wanted to see. And so I put my phone down and I would just record a couple hours at a time. And I would just work. I would forget it was there and I would just work. And then I would go home at night and I would go through it and, of course, edit it. Some stuff you can't post if it's personal information that goes on and stuff like that. But I see you smirking, like there's things I couldn't post because it was edgy or would make me look bad or whatever. Didn't care. That's not who I am. I'm me. I don't care if you like me or not. I'm going to be me. I hope you like me, but it's okay if you don't, whatever. It's fine. So I posted the good and the bad. I mean, I posted stuff that, my people were coming up to me going, "Is that okay that you posted that?" You know what I mean? Because I would show interactions between myself and a salesperson where it was, "Larry, don't be weak. Get back there and close the payment. And it better be with the warranty or you can go home with them when they leave." How's that? Stuff like
that. One day
That's how car guys talk, right?
A one day leave.
And so long story short, I start going viral. I'm talking millions of views. I had my first video that what they would call viral did 500,000 views. But then I started getting 1 million views, 1.5 million, 2 million, 3 million. And I was like, Jesus, I was right. Okay, people like this, right? And so come up to today. So between then and now, I've amassed over 300,000 followers across the platforms. I do brand deals with large companies. They pay me just to post. I have hundreds of friends across the country that I would have never otherwise met had it not been for these platforms. Big, other creators, people that you may have seen that I guarantee you have seen on your scroll, right? And so I'm very blessed. I tell you all that to tell you this. I can show you how to do exactly what I do. I can show you how to create content that resonates. I can show you how to create content that looks good, that sounds good. I can show you how to research and find out what you should post. I can show you examples of people just like you and how they do it, right? And how successful they are. The thing that I can't prove to you that you're going to have a little bit of faith in me is there's two things. One, you can do it. I promise you, you can do it. And I promise you, you can tell me a reason why. And I promise you, I have a rebuttal and I can tell you why that you can. I can also promise you that if you do what Robin is about to show you and implement a little of what I show you, um, there is no question, I would guarantee it. We can make a bet if you'd like that you can see success from it. Now, are you going to have 300,000 followers? Maybe. Are you going to end up having 10,000 followers? Probably. Can you maybe only amass in the next 6 months 2,000 or 3,000 followers? 100%. However, today it's not all about followers. The great thing is today you don't have to have 100 or 200 or 300,000 followers. You don't. Robin's going to show you how to find your tribe. And those are the people that resonate with you, right? The person.
And your offering.
And your offering. And what you're going to do is learn how to monetize that small following while you're building your following. So you can start having success putting money in your pocket. I PS you not today. You can do things that will generate stuff like that. It's a slow burn. I want to preface that. It's a slow burn. We all know, I'm looking around here, I see a lot of Gen X.
It's just reps, right? It's putting the reps in. Like you don't go to the gym one day and work out, do you, Jacob? And like your muscles pop out overnight. And I guarantee you they don't when you're over 50. So think about this, and you're in social media right now and you're over 50 right now. Like you're building reps, right? Like you have to put the reps in. Like you'll get better and better with the more reps that you do. Like trust me, I'm 60. So I do video, like when I shoot it, I may shoot 8 at a time. And then I go through and go, and then I don't judge it. Like I just throw it up there because whether I like it or not, I'm not my audience. My audience is you. And you'll be like, that was the best video ever. I'm like, really? Oh, that's kind of crappy.
Yeah.
So it's just reps.
It is reps. And then I'll close with this, and I'll let Robin get back to it, is I'm here. If you guys care why I'm here, I'm literally, yes, I'm here because Robin is one of my closest, dearest friends, and I respect what she does. I have a deep passion for helping people. Learn this side of how they can market themselves and make their own business. What I don't like is when people are a slave to a company or an industry and they have to do these things that don't work anymore, but it did 20 years ago, but they still want you to do them, right? Like that makes me sick to my stomach that you would spend your time being unproductive on processes that don't work. I can tell you what works right now and what will work for the next 10 years. So I'm here because I want to spread the word. I want to see other people monetize and enjoy it. And here, last thing I will say, guys, it's fun. What Robin's going to show you and what I can show you how to do, man, I'm telling you guys, you may not think there's fun in this, but I am telling you, it is fun. You will make so many connections with potential buyers. Maybe not by today, but you know what? Maybe they follow you or like your video because they want to save you because they just talked to their wife or husband and they're going to start looking in 6 months. Right? Do we care? Right? I don't care. You know what I mean? So it's about building communities. I'm blessed that this has happened to me, and I want to share with other people, truthfully.
He does not sell cars any longer. He is only an influencer.
I'm just. It's crazy to say. The people are like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "You're not going to believe it. Yeah. You're not going to believe me." And they're like, "What do you do?" I'm like,
if during the day,
I'm TikTok famous. I'm a social media influencer.
If you look over at him and he's like just going like this and he's looking at his camera, he's recording another video. So just like understand that he's like miming with something. He's literally lip syncing to some video. He'll do it probably all day long.
I'll do. And but hey, listen, guys.
I video him doing that all the time.
Yeah. I'm stoked to be here. I really am. I see people in this room. I can tell you that I can look at you right now and I can tell that you can do it. You have something about you that will resonate with people.
Absolutely.
And that's what you're trying to do is find your tribe, right? And you guys are blessed also to be here because, guys, this is the future. This is right now. Yeah. So if anybody's got any questions, obviously I'll be around here.
We got all day.
My turn, but it's hard for the long introduction. And I'll send you guys all my profiles.
I'll do a quick flip and I'll
This is my second guest here is Nicholas K. Clark. If you guys don't know him, if you've seen his artwork in 609, in Krabby's, in Blackstone. I have all of the Kansas City Chiefs on my wall right now because I bought them from Nick, but my favorite one is his Johnny Cash. That's one of my favorites. You have a lot that are my favorites.
Yeah, I
would have my whole house. Someone asked me
what my favorite is. I paint a lot.
I think it's the Fat Cat.
Yeah,
I think it's the Fat Cat.
The Fat Cat now. Basically, I'm here for the same reason you guys are here. I come from a construction, interior design, and art background. I model my business after real estate because you're either high on the hog or not sometimes. And so you kind of have to really work your business in a way where you have to have figure out sources of income, like revenue streams from other places. So what I'm here to do is to learn from them, different avenues to actually make my business, because after COVID, people started buying artwork online. And where I was, you get me in front of people, I come from a family full of insurance agents and coaches. I can sell you ketchup gloves to a lady in a white dress. And so if I can't sell you, I'll coach you into the idea. Well, if you can't get in front of the people, then how do you do that? So that's where the social media end of it is. That's why I have it's a simple tripod on my iPhone, and I'm recording myself painting. So you guys get to see this painting process happen in person and have a chance to win this. But this is also part of that process. You really don't. It doesn't matter age. I'm still learning, and I'm 46, and I grew up with no computers to the Atari to now I'm all invested. Mm-hmm. So this is here for you guys. This is basically you have an opportunity to get something of mine that I really am passionate about, but also this is a learning curve. I want you to follow me on social media. I want you to see the post I do, because I'm going to bounce them off these guys and be like, hey, what do you think about this? Because it's going to be messy and it's going to get all that stuff. But that's the authenticity I think that people are wanting, and they're wanting community again. And that's what I know that they'll talk about.
For sure.
And I think that that's where we're at. So I'm going to get started on it. Turn on my videos. I think I need to get a little bit of water. But thank you. And Venmo and stuff is there. I'll figure out the cash app for you guys to record first. And then that'll be lots of